our guest today, Mr. James Knox, a photographer. How are you doing, Mr. Knox?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. Tell us a little bit about you, who you are.
I'm James Knox. I am a photographer. I'm also a jazz blogger, and I've been in photography for the last almost 8 to 10 years. I've been blogging for about jazz and other good music for the last 10 years. And I grew up in Chicago, and I've lived in the Bay Area now for almost 14 years.
Now, when you say a blogger, for those people who may not be familiar with what a blogger is, could you share what a blogger is?
I guess simply I basically keep an online journal. I mean, that's what basically blogging is. It's just keeping an online journal or documentation on particular subjects.
And you've been doing this for 10 years?
It will be 10 years this year. I don't get to do it as much as I'd like to because I spend most of my time doing photography now. Mm-hmm. But in the early years, I was quite devoted. Blogging was hot then. Yeah. You know, blogging was hot. A lot of my peers have faded off or just kind of moved on to doing other things or adding other things in. I think with me, I keep doing it because it's something that I enjoy and I think it's something that's still needed. And by having the photography now, it allows me to tie that in to the blogging. And that helps my blogs greatly because I'm able to tie the photography into that.
What do you blog about? Is it all jazz?
I blog about 3 different things. I blog about music, I blog about food, and I blog about photography. So I have 3 different, initially I started out with one blog and did kind of everything in the same blog. And my peers were kind of like separated. Do one, you can't do everything in one blog. So I separated it out, first had a food blog. And then just a couple years ago, 3 years to be exact, I started a photo blog that's just basically devoted to my photography.
In terms of your food blog, does it make you a foodie?
I don't know if it makes me a foodie or not. I mean, I enjoy baking, so I share a lot of stuff about baking, pictures of stuff that I've made, recipes of stuff that I've made, or pictures of food that I've eaten out someplace or something like that. Because I do like taking pictures. In addition to all the jazz photography that I do, I enjoy shooting, cars and food and people and architecture. So there's a lot of different things that interest me. So you kind of have to have a place for all of those things.
What do you like to bake?
Oh, I bake a lot of different things. Cake. My specialty is a chocolate eggnog rum cake that I do every year around Christmas time during the holidays.
Do you bake a lot for friends, or you bake mostly for yourself or events?
I actually bake more so for friends because I tend not to eat a lot of it. But for years, I hosted an event called the Festival of Desserts where I'd have people over for dessert every December. And actually this year is going to be, I did it for 10 years straight, and this is going to be the first year that I don't do it.
And that's because?
I just want to take some time off. After 10 years of doing it, it becomes a lot. I mean, I do 10 to 15 different desserts and have about, 30 to 40 people over.
I thought everybody pitched in and brought something.
Well, people, in the last few years of it, I got people to start bringing stuff. But, when you do a lot of baking, other people don't want to bake for you.
It's your show.
Right, and they feel intimidated by it.
Yes.
Right. So
plus, they could get something great without having to bake.
Exactly. So I think that by the time December rolls around, there will be people walking around my in front of my house with signs saying, "We want baked goods, because I'm not baking." Right.
Very, very interesting.